How's everybody doing, man? I'm going to talk to you about some of the stories in the Bible and some things that came to pass and give you some clarity on what exactly unfolded and why they did the way that they did. The first would be Moses' body. There's a story famously where Moses' body, the angels and demons fought over Moses' body. It's not quite correct. They fought over the soul of Aurelian Euclasius. What happened was when Moses passed, the angel of death inhabits the living line of David. And Moses was the first prophet. So it had to be determined whether I was going to hell or whether I was going to heaven. And the truth of the matter is, I don't really want to go to heaven. I've never wanted to go to heaven. I'm allowed in heaven. I go up there when I'm summoned, when I have to go into the court and halls of heaven. I go up there, and then I come back down to the earthly plane, or I go back to the underworld. It was basically the 5 siblings. You had Lucifer, Aurelion, you had Rahel, Gabriel, and Uriel, and we fought against, there's 5 trillion demons total, people. That number pretty much stays the same, give or take a little bit. And we beat the dog shit out of them, and Uriel and I descended to the 7th level of hell, and that's where our palace remains. When you go to hell, there's levels. It's very similar to what Dante's Inferno describes, and there's ways to work yourself back out. And so the souls that are waiting to reincarnate, to have an option, to have a chance to do it again, they remain at Uriel and Aurelian's palace on the 7th level. And I'll tell you why. It's because, man, I've been here all this fucking time. I identify with the downtrodden. I'm like goddamn Johnny Cash. I identify with the downtrodden. I like the fucking broken. I like the fucked up people. Uriel's the same way. Uriel is who became the Christ. Uriel loves the broken. I love the broken. We don't have much. We can't really relate to perfect pearls. We're not in the, once you're fixed, you're fixed. If you go up to heaven, we don't want to talk about the good time that when we fix we got more people to fix. That's why we go to hell. When we're on the earth, we fix the broken. When we go to hell, we do the exact same thing. So though I've been here 30 basically continuous cycles, there's small respites where we're waiting on soul transfers and things like that. And I always descend to hell, people. Those are where my goddamn people are. I like the fucking broken, fucked up people. So I go hang out with the fucking broken, fucked up people. Same with Uriel. He hangs out in hell. That's what we do. And so, just wanted to make that clarity, because a lot of people, they understand that the demons and angels fought over Moses' body, but they don't really understand why that came to be. The demons did not want us to go to hell. The demons did not want Uriel and Aurelian to go to hell. And so we were like, yeah, we're going there. That's where the fuck we belong. And the truth of the matter is, after all the fuckery I've been involved in, I got like 16 billion souls, people. Over all these judgments, over 6 judgments, I'm now seated in my 7th. I'll be honest with you, I really probably don't deserve to walk in white. I've killed a lot of people. Hell, I've bathed in the blood, I've fucking eaten people, I've done all kinds of fuck shit over the years. Over the cycles. Not really done any of that fuck shit this cycle. I've killed some people, but that's neither here nor there. The reality of it is, I don't really feel that I would even deserve to walk in white. So I just opt out. I go to hell. It's 7th level's all right. We got a palace down there. Shit's lit. That's where I choose to spend my goddamn time, amongst the broken, because it's the broken that need fixing. The perfect pearls, they don't need polish. They're unblemished. They go up to heaven. But the blemished pearls, they need somebody to give them a once over. They need to be cleaned up and made presentable again. And so that's why we go to hell. And so with that, I want to talk about a story that's kind of got, we'll say it was mistranslated. We'll say the fuck it was mistranslated. But it really probably wasn't mistranslated. Just some people don't fuck shit. But it's a well-known story. It's one of Jesus' miracles. I'm going to tell you how it really unfolded. And I'm going to tell you there's a purpose behind this. The house of David is the greatest to ever perform miracles and magic. Doesn't matter. All of us legends. All of us are legends. We're the highest caliber of magician that you can have. What is it to be a magician? It's illusions, it's vision. It's people with vision, okay? And so in the story, there's the Bible, or in the Bible, there's the story of 2 fish and 5 loaves that feeds 5,000. This really happened. It really happened. But it didn't quite unfold the way they want you to believe that it was a snap of a finger. It wasn't. Jesus was a man of vision. He had 2 fish. And Jesus lived for a lot of years in Japan, in a Buddhist monastery, essentially. Back then, they weren't, I don't think they were really called Buddhists, but it was a monastery of type. They were Buddhist. And amongst there, they bred goldfish. They've done it for thousands of years in Japan. Koi, goldfish, everything. And so Jesus learned how to breed goldfish. And so they were on the Sea of Galilee at the time. The Sea of Galilee was still dead. And so Jesus understood, I've got 2 fish. I can breed the fish. It's springtime. I can breed the fish. The 5 pounds of loaf was not, it was the flax to make 5 loaves of bread. It was 50 pounds of flax that would be used to make 5 loaves of bread. So what we did in all our infinite genius, Jesus commenced to breeding fish and released them in the Sea of Galilee. Then we went out about and we were spreading goddamn flaxseed all over the fucking place. And Jesus knew that there would be fish. Again, because we're magicians, we just make shit happen, people. There would be a whole sea full of fish come that fall for harvest, and there would be an abundance of flax. And that's how we fed 5,000 people. We fed 5,000 Israelites that way. And I tell you that story because in my videos, I'm not just a fisher of men. I'm a fisherman. I fish all the time. I have a pond, people. It tells you in the Bible, the one that comes after will perform far greater works. I've told you that I want 5 fisheries per state. I have a vision. Because I want every body of water that we have stocked to the gills. We're not going to have fishing license. We're going to have a catch, a maximum catch, because we have to do that, people. You can't just have people stripping out all the fucking fish. But we're going to make it so that people can catch their own fish and feed their families in the United States, should you want to. We're going to have recreational fishing out the ass. We're getting rid of all the dumbass fucking, we're not doing any of that license shit anymore. That's going out the window, people. But we're going to put 5 fisheries per state. And the point of this is the one that comes thereafter will perform far greater works. I only need 2 fish to feed 280 million Americans. Sorry, I got a train going in the background. But I only need 2 fish to literally feed 280 million Americans. All we're going to do is build fisheries everywhere, people. And so that leads me on to the next thing. You know, I have the vision. I have the blueprint. And before I took Inky, a lot of people don't understand how this stuff works. But, you know, I've had to take Lucifer. I've had to take Inky. And Inky is God, people. And the last thing that he and Jesus said before, because the Trinity has to walk, I have to absorb God's soul, Inky's soul, in order to make all this come to pass. And so I had to take Inky, my father. And the last thing that he said was, fuck the world. You were never of this world, Aurelian. That was his final words to me. And I say that because I have a vision that was given to me, a blueprint. And that blueprint, it's not just enough that I have the vision. I have to give that vision to everybody, to all of the leaders of your community. And they have to be able to go back. For one, they are accountable to you people, just like I am accountable to all the people that are under me. Your leaders are accountable to you. But I can't implement my vision without your community's leaders. And so with that, what I want to say is within the first 30 days, we're going to have to break it up into 5 different kind of regions. But I'm going to bring in we're going to bring in all your mayors, your town council, whatever the hell we got to do, people. Because I need to paint the picture. I need to give them the vision so that they can go back into their communities and say, this is what's going on. But we want to take it a step further. We want all of your email addresses so that we can constantly be in communication and give you guys basically an update on the direction, because ultimately it's your mayors and your towns, your cities, that they have the pull locally. They have your local newspapers, and I need them going to the local newspapers and saying, this is what's going on, because there's a vision. There's a vision. I need 5 fisheries everywhere. I want 5 water parks per county. If you have a population over 100,000, we're going to put in a lavish ass water park. We're going to put in a damn water park to end all water. We're going to put in like an amusement park type water park, because our children, we're all descended from goddamn royalty, basically, people. Our goddamn this is fucking America. This is fucking America. Our babies deserve the goddamn best. We're going to put in water parks all over this damn place for our children to go to. But with that, I've got plans. I want to put food forests in. I want to put orchards in within every county. So I need to be in communication with all of your mayors to give them the vision so that they can see the vision and say, you know what, we want that. We want that for our people. Because again, I'm just one person. I'm one person with a vision. But it requires many people to make a vision come to pass, just as it did the day that we had 2 fish and we had 50 pounds of flax. It took many people to go out and spread the seeds. And that's what has to come to pass, people. So with that, peace and blessing be upon your home. And just know there's a plan in place. There's a vision. There's a vision of food security, of community. The very things that Jesus Christ represented. They still exist. They walk in me. The plot line continues. The house of David, we've always carried our people. We're built like ship brick houses so that we got strong ass backs. We don't have bitch ass in the spinal bifida. We got big broad shoulders so that we can carry the weight of the world. We can carry our people through the wilderness for 40 years. We can walk them. We can walk them up out of the darkness into the light. That's what the fuck we're built for. And so with that, peace and blessings be upon your homes.